Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Show Bullet 8, back again with another video for you guys today. So, first off, if you guys didn't see the video yesterday, just to kind of let you know, there's been a lot of different stuff going on. Had a loss that kind of, affected me in a really big way, and not kinda, it just did, plain and simply. And so I haven't been on really recording or anything like that very much lately. Had some, had some changes, different things like that. Stuff that kind of was kind of heavy on life at that point. Plus with work and, all the other things that I do. It's just one of those things I didn't have the time or kind of the drive to kind of do this at this point. But I'm back now. I'm gonna get on some kind of schedule, and if you did watch the video last night, you're probably thinking, is the room different? It is a little bit, and each time you're probably gonna see a little bit of change as far as the room setup until I figure out how everything's gonna be set up for each individual type of video. And doing this one specifically, it's kind of got to be set up in this way. May not bother some of you, but I know, hey, some people have OCD, and it's like that change is kind of like, what the hell is going on? But anyway, so we're back, and we're gonna go ahead and get into our what are we gonna call Mobile Mondays? No, but we're gonna be running through some Z-Girl stuff, and pretty much I'm gonna try and keep this video short. I'm gonna try and keep it within a 20-25 minute range. And what the topic is tonight is based on what most people have been asking about: bloodstones. So hey, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, here we are. Now, this here that you're seeing, of course, is the Bloodstone altar right here. Of course, you can't see my cursor. Oh well. But the Bloodstone altar, when you click on it, well, first off, to show you where you can go into it, you actually go into, you know what, I'm gonna have to turn the cursor on. Hang on 1 second. All right, oh well. Well, here's the situation. So at 480, 836, within that realm here in 1100, it should be the same in just about every city. Like 600 leads you directly to the CIC building, everything else. Around this area, 480, 836 is where you're gonna find bloodstones. Of course, down at the bottom right here, if you could actually see my cursor, you would see the function. You click on function, scroll down to the bottom, you got the Bloodstone altar, takes you right there. Now when you click on explore, you can quick join a team if somebody has a team already set up that you want to join in with, or you can create your own team going solo. Personally, that's what I do all the time. Some people can't do it, and that's perfectly fine. Just join up with somebody. You can do it with any alliance. It doesn't have to necessarily be people in your own alliance, but always be careful. It's that same sort of situation where people can stop the Bloodstone pillaging if they should, move their school or anything else like that. Anyway, so getting into how you actually get them. Now, when you go into your reward center section, you go over to Lucky Draw. In Lucky Draw, you have all of these here. These are the different types of bloodstones. So the orange ones are the ones that are of a higher value, a higher quality. Purple ones, not so much. And I'm going to show you something in a few minutes as to how you actually use them. Going back in. Now, when you go into this section here, let's see, where are they? Sorry for all the clicking too, because as you guys know, I'm actually using my mouse to control this at this point. Did I bypass it already? I'm pretty dang on sure I did. Damn it. Bruh, I'm having issues right now. All right, well, maybe I didn't. So much crap in here, it's not even funny. Skirt. This is annoying. I really cannot find them right now. Oops. Maybe I should actually use the tabs above, because this would probably be a whole lot easier. Damn, are they all the way at the bottom? I could have swore they were at the top before. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, here they are. All right, so I never really open all of them. I never even go to collect them too much. I have a ton of them right now, but I'm gonna end up going through a whole lot of them. So let's see, I may as well do, now there's 3 different symbols in each color, and I'll explain that in a minute. But what I'm gonna do really quick is I think I have about 560 of these right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and do 100 there. 100 there. $200 there. $20, $20, and another 20. Now, let me explain to you why I did this. Now, if you go into your dorm, choose any enabler. We're just gonna go with this one here. And then you choose the Bloodstone tab down here. It says assembly. We click on assembly. Now, if you go over to split, take a look where it says 990 up in the top right corner next to the exclamation point. It says 990 out of 2,000. What that means is I have 990 open bloodstones down here. All right. Now, do not open up more than 2,000 at one time, because anything that exceeds 2,000, you're actually going to lose those. Now, to explain the difference between each one, if we take a look at the swords, oops, don't want to split those. Let's go to types and no, position. Here we go. If we take a look at the explanation for each individual one, this one here is a shield that is literally about HP, and here's why. So Aegis ×2 increase hero attack power by 16%, and then Aegis ×4, when worn, unit is attacked, there's a chance to generate a shield with a maximum health value of 5%. It actually says right there health. That's usually talking about HP. Now, if you notice, the effects that are in there: attack plus 17, effect resistance plus 3%, attack plus 10, attack bonus plus 3%, and HP bonus plus 8%. That's actually pretty good. The star here, radiant ×2, increase hero attack power by 16%. Radiant ×4, you get, when the troops cause damage, there's a 15% chance of causing the enemy troops to fall into chaos. And then the last type, which is the sword, Bloodstone Heavy Rain ×2, increase hero attack by 16%. Bloodstone Heavy Rain ×4, after the attack, troops carried have a 20% chance of attacking again. So what does that say about this? I mean, clear as day. Each one of them says in their topmost portion, increase hero attack power by 16%. So if you're wearing 2 of the Heavy Rain ones, or 2 of the Aegis, or 2 of the Radiance, it's gonna increase by 16%. Now, what most of you are probably thinking, well, what if I'm wearing 2 of each, or 6 of one type, because it has 6 slots? Yeah, it does stack. So you're looking at an additional 48% right there on increase of attack power. All right. Now the ×4, if you want that, you have to actually wear 4 of any one type in order to get that ×4 bonus. Now here's the thing, depending on who you're putting it on, depending on what you're doing, will determine what you're actually going to want to use as far as your stones. Do I have an idea as to what you should use? Definitely. But before we get into that, there's something really important here. These purple ones, to me, they mean nothing. You can increase their value and different things like that, but what I'm going to do for the purpose of this video and to try and show you all the different stuff you can do, I'm going to go ahead and split quite a few of these. I do not like the way this works, when it's on computer, because I don't get the full screen and am able to click a lot more of these. So essentially what I'm doing right now is highlighting or selecting all of these. Now, when I do this, I'm going to click one-click decomposition. Confirm, yes. Now you notice the 960 dropped down to, the 990 dropped down to 960 because I just used 30 of them. Now, if I go ahead and click on position, let's go to types. All right, so in the type section, it explains what each one of them are, just the same as it does when you click on any one of them individually. Plus it tells you in the right-hand corner how many of each of those types you actually have in your inventory right now, as far as the Bloodstone assembly inventory section. Now on position, if we click on this here, oh my gosh, we're gonna go back because that screen, there we go. I want to see my orange ones. Now what you can do is this. You can check in this section here. You can change it by clicking on, let's see, right now it's set to grade. Let's say I want to specifically check attack. Click on attack, click off the screen. It adjusts the way that the bloodstones are set up in here. If I want HP bonus, it adjusts again based on the values. Now, even though, like I said, the shields are specifically concerning HP based on, or health based on the bonus, the others can have HP properties or effects inside of them. Like this one here is the defense, the radiant, but it has an HP bonus plus 5%. All right, so I want to switch this back to grade. I like having it in this order. Now, when I click on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, what you notice each time is that the actual bloodstones down at the bottom, they actually change. And the reason why is because it's kind of trying to tell you what's best at that point in that section. Now, looking at this Aegis, we've got attack plus 10, effect hit plus 3%, critical plus 3%, attack plus 15, and defense plus 15. That's actually pretty good, because here's what I'm going to say about this. The things I think you actually need to focus on, and this is kind of in that sense of trying to deal with any situation, whether it's siege, whether it's arena, whether it's defending your school, no matter what. The things I personally believe that you should work on are: number 1, HP, number 2, critical damage, then attack, effect hit, effect resistance, speed, and defense, kind of in that order. Now, if we click on let's see, we're going to deal with slot 1 right now. I want to drop 2, maybe 4 of the Aegis, which are the shields. And I'm sorry, the Aegis shield. I want to use maybe 4 of those right now. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on. And then what you notice is that all of the numbers actually switch from 0. Attack goes up to 25, defense goes to 15, critical goes to 3%, effect hit goes to 3%. In slot 2, I want to try and find something that kind of marries with this, and I like this. So it looks like what I'm going to end up doing here, more than likely, I'm going to use 2 heavy rains. Yeah, that heavy rain for right now. That's the one I'm going to choose, and then 4 of the Aegis. That'll probably be the setup on this one. Now, this part of it right here is kind of a big deal, and that's upgrading. The reason why you split all of the purple ones is to actually get an upgrade value. Now, when you click on upgrade, what you notice is you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a plus in front of all of them. If I click 1, so it looks like I should have enough. What it's asking for is a specific amount of experience to distribute out in order to get this to go up to the next level. And where do you get that experience from? It's actually from splitting your unwanted or unused bloodstones. All right, so if I click on this, I'm going to intensify it right now. So what it gave is, that's not bad. The critical went up to 6%, attack up to 7%. Now let's do it again. 28 and 10, once more, 49 and 35. Now, 49 in attack plus an additional 35 in attack. Let's keep it going to see where we end up here. And all the way up to 5. There we go. So we're plus 141 on attack, plus 14% critical, plus 35 defense. And now what you see is that has now played onto this specific one here. And now your attack is at 332, 35, 71 HP, 14% critical, 3% effect hit. And you see that the Bloodstone itself now, instead of like this one here says +0, this one here says +5, and that's the max you can go. All right. Now, this one, what my hope is to increase the HP bonus on this by a great deal. And I will tell you why in a second. Let's go to 3, which takes 94,500. Don't have enough right now, 47,250. So attack bonus plus 8.67%. HP bonus plus 15, or I'm sorry, HP plus 15. HP bonus is still at +5. So what I'm going to do real quick is go ahead and split up some more of these purple stones. I mean, it's just like, if you remember, splitting our equipment when, you know, that for some of you, you might still need to split equipment in order to get material and things like that to make other equipment. And I know we've gone over the equipment and things like that for the most part, but one of the things I may not have said, I don't remember, well, I know I didn't say this part of it. You guys might not know this, but you need each one of your enablers to be wearing some form of equipment. And the key to it is all of those specialty equipment suits, you should have at least one enabler wearing each one of those specific suits. And there's a reason for it, which I'm not going to get into right now because we're working on Bloodstone. I'll have to explain that at another time because we're already pushing 20 minutes. All right. So let me go ahead and I don't know how many I've done so far, but we will split these really quick. One click decomposition. Bam, we're good. Back to here, go back into upgrade. We should have enough. Yep, looks like we should have enough for all 5. Let me just go ahead and do it. Voila. No, it did not do what I wanted. What it did give is plus 25 on HP, everything else, but the one that I really wanted was this HP bonus, and here's why. So, as you see, the attack is now at 1438 additional on top of all the other attributes you currently have, excuse me, with whichever enabler you actually put this onto. Now, when you get a percentage rate on something, so taking a look at this where it says attack bonus plus 43%, if it were 0, guess what? Even if you have plus 43%, doesn't matter. You're still going to be sitting at 0. Now, if you take, why won't that close? Aw, don't tell me it just froze. It really did. All right, give me a quick second because we are having an issue with this good old thing here. Give me a minute. Did it just 100% freeze?
A few moments later.
Sorry about the technical difficulties there. We had a little freeze up. But what I was explaining was this plus 43% means nothing if this here, and the cursor's been there the whole time, I just realized too. But it means nothing if this is set at 0. So any one of these numbers off to the left here, if they're at 0 and you get some form of a percentage increase from the bloodstone itself, it does not matter because 0 plus any percentage or 0 times any percentage, etc., you're still looking at 0. All right, so that's pretty much that right there. Now, the key to it is this: figuring out which of your enablers you're going to have this set up on. And what I would advise is any of the enablers that you're actually using in your attack sets or your arena sets, things like that. So when you go in and let's just say, just take a look at arena real quick. I haven't even set up, but any of the enablers you're using, your primary enablers, your main 3 are a definite. When it comes to these others, these also, you should have them set up for with bloodstones, gear, everything else. The reason why is because it does matter. Whereas at one point in time, they said it wouldn't matter because it wasn't set up or anything else like that for the gear to be set up on your enablers or whatnot. Personally, I still haven't gone in and done all of them because, again, this school is now just a museum. But it matters because they are attacking, they have special skills, special attributes, so on and so forth. And the thing about it is, what you want to focus on when it comes to the bloodstones themselves, remember, your first and foremost attribute should be right here. HP, I think, is probably the most important thing. And again, it depends on what you're doing. But then going for the HP percentage when it comes to each of the individual bloodstones, and then having some kind of balance as well, because there's going to be certain situations you're not going in and changing each bloodstone, all your gear, all of your elements, so on and so forth. That right there is what makes this game such a pain, but that's part of the preparedness of, any one of the situations you run into, whether it's arena, siege, or otherwise. All right. So, I mean, that pretty much should explain the whole bloodstone setup. If there's any other questions, I mean, you guys, hey, feel free to go ahead and just, let me know, and I'll go over and explain different things to you as well. But hey, that's it. I think we are somewhere around the 25 to 28 minute mark after that little shutdown we had to do. I don't know, lost a little bit of track of time there. But hey, I'm the Show Bullet 8. Thanks for joining me. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on the other place if you'd like to, because I am on Twitch. The link is actually in the description. Feel free to join up there. We're gonna have some great stuff going on there. I mean, all sorts of different games. Of course, as you see back here, we got Mr. Hakusho, Yu himself, Yurishima. But we're gonna do like different watch parties for the people who sub and join and donate and whatever the case may be. If you guys have any other questions, or hey, you ever just feel like talking about something, I'm always here. Go ahead, drop a message, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. All right, the Show Bullet 8, I'm out.